quali sono i protagonisti della gara. Arbitrerà l'incontro il signor Banti, assistenti i signori De Bos e Giordano, il quarto ufficiale il signor Galloni.
Paul Pogba crashed onto the scene as a young midfielder starring for Juventus after leaving Manchester United on a free transfer in 2012. He instantly became one of the brightest talents in Serie A under Antonio Conte. Pogba, during his early years, was a very complete player. He had technique, vision, height, physicality, and mobility. Today, he's playing as the deepest midfielder, due to Pirlo's absence. In his position, his team can be in trouble if he loses the ball. He commands the midfield, winning his aerial duels. He does not neglect his defensive duties, anticipating the opposition pass and using his long legs to intercept. Pogba continues to be composed under pressure. Another interception from the Frenchman. On the ball, he's keeping it simple and involving his teammates. Football fans sometimes watch a midfielder doing this and expect him to play through balls or forward passes all the time. But it's also about being patient, slowly inviting the opposition to shift their positions, keeping the ball, and not tiring out your own team. And then, when the moment is right, that's when you find that pass that will break the defense. It's not just Pogba's height. It's his ability to leap high in the air that gives his opponents no chance to win the ball. Despite Juve's dominance of possession in a few chances, the score is still level. Pogba now plays a more direct pass forward. He controls the ball way outside the box, and he goes for it. Oh my days. Even the Juve legends are on their feet. This is absolutely insane from the 19-year-old. Look at the technique he uses to strike the ball. With top spin so it dips. The Udinese goalkeeper keeps booting the ball into midfield, and Pogba keeps winning it. Halftime score, 1-0. Conte replaces Giovinco with Alessandro Matri. Here you can see one of Pogba's weaknesses, but also Juve's as a team. Pogba could switch off defensively at times, and he wasn't always the best at tracking runners or holding a strict position, which meant space could suddenly open up behind him if he gambled or stepped out late. And since Pogba was playing as the 6 in midfield, if he gets beaten and Vidal isn't close by, Udinese can run straight at the Juve defense. Juve can now patiently keep possession and wait for a chance to come to them. Even if the Frenchman has a bad touch, he can make up for it with his size and strength. Vidal passes to Pogba, and the Frenchman makes a nice turn under pressure. What a goal! This is absolutely incredible. 2 rockets in one game. The average player would be happy with either of these goals as being the best in their career. And now Pogba has hit 2 in one game. Next, Udinese concedes a very amateur goal from a corner. It's a series of silly mistakes. First, by failing to mark Vidal outside the box. Second, by letting Vucinic turn. And finally, the goalkeeper lets in a weak shot. Udinese's only danger in the second half comes from Di Natale's attempts. Just listen to how the crowd gets when Pogba has the ball outside the box. Here Udinese receives the ball behind Pogba, but Bonucci is there to clean up and Pogba himself launches a counter. A nice through ball, and Alessandro Matri sets the final nail in Udinese's coffin. You can see Vucinic is great at linking up the play. This is not the first time he delivers a quality through pass. Whenever you see a striker scoring through the goalkeeper's legs, most of the time it's actually on purpose. It's just one of many tricks strikers have in their toolkit when being one-on-one with a goalie. One final technique that Pogba uses when shielding the ball is to actually put his bum in the way. This is something that Yaya Toure and Hazard have talked about. The conditions for Pogba to succeed at Juventus were perfect. That's because in this team, he had freedom to express himself within a secure system, surrounded by experience, balance, and teammates who let his strengths shine without exposing his weaknesses. He's always had the talent, but after leaving Juve for a world record move back to Man United, his form fluctuated due to injuries, inconsistency, and off-the-field problems. His second spell at Juventus was interrupted by injury and then a long suspension. Now 32, he's trying to rebuild his career at AS Monaco. And I would love to see him make a comeback, because if you're like me, you remember the Paul Pogba that we saw in this video. and there's still hope that one day he might return to that level. If you enjoyed this, be sure to check out other videos on my channel, and let me know what else you would like to see.